Good morning, everybody, and welcome to class number 5, and happy Friday. So today, your assignment's going to be another visual literacy assignment. So if you go to Classroom and you open up your assignments, which I'm doing right along with you as I'm recording this video, you will click on class number 5. Here we go. And you will click on your visual literacy assignment. So this assignment is very much the same, or very similar, I shouldn't say the same, very similar to Tuesday's project, which was the visual literacy pattern. So the foundation of this assignment, this foundation of the visual literacy activity is the same. You are going to be opening up the link for the Google presentation. Again, when you open this up, it should make your own copy by clicking on the upper middle option that says open Google slide presentation. If you don't see that, then you're going to click on the 3 little dots off to the upper right. You're going to open in a new window. Once your presentation has opened in a new window, you're going to go up to the upper middle and you're going to open with Google Slides. Once you open with Google Slides, you're going to ensure that this slide presentation is your own copy, and you're going to do that by going up to the upper left-hand corner, and right next to the title should be your name and then visual literacy, rhythm visual literacy. If you don't see that and you see a view only, stop what you're doing and reach out to me, and I will walk you through the steps to ensure that you have your own copy of this visual literacy assignment. If you do not have, if you only see view only, then you're not going to be able to type into the presentation, and subsequently you're not going to be able to do the presentation and get credit for it, and you need to get credit for it to complete summer school. So if you get at the upper left-hand corner, if you get a view only, please stop what you're doing and reach out to me, and I will walk you through the steps to make sure that you have your own copy of the rhythm visual literacy. So, but all of you should have your own copy. So, the first slide is the visual literacy rhythm. The second slide is introducing you to a new artist and a new work of art. So while the assignment is very similar, the steps are the same, you are looking at a new artist and work of art. And all of the artists and work of art that go along with these visual literacy assignments will directly relate to the principle that we're working on. So Chuck Close, self-portrait, is directly relating to the principle of art rhythm. So he is utilizing rhythm within his work of art. So I've given you some background information on this artist, and Chuck Close is near and dear to my heart because he was actually born on my wedding anniversary. So I do love Chuck Close for that. One of the reasons is because of his birthday, but there are other reasons why I love him as well. So I've given you a little bit of background information, and again, you're going to use this background information for your analyzation and in your description and your interpretation and also your judgment. So just keep that in mind. The third slide is just giving you the directions and telling you that the next few slides are resources for you. So again, the first resource is how to describe. You can do this in bullet points. You do not have to give me actual complete sentences for this. If you just want to give me bulleted information, that's fine, but you are going to give me factual information. You're going to stay away from opinion-based words such as this is beautiful or this is too chaotic. You want to just be factual. Just describe the facts. Describe what you see. Again, I need more than 1 or 2 bullet points here. I need a plethora of them because you are looking at an object, a subject matter. There's a lot going on in this self-portrait. It's not just a picture of himself. There are other things going on in it. So you do definitely need to give me more than 1 or 2 bullets. And slide number 5 is giving you the analyzation resource, so it's telling you how to analyze through the elements and principles of design. Again, I've told you in the previous visual literacy and this visual literacy, and going forward I'll tell you this again, that this artist directly relates to rhythm, and he uses rhythm to make his artwork look interesting. So you are going to give me a bunch of bullets about how this work of art relates to the elements and the principles of design. And number 6, you're going to give me an interpretation. Again, the interpretation is the artist's purpose or meaning of the artwork. You do not have Chuck standing in front of you right now explaining to you what his interpretation was, so you have to come up with your own interpretation of what you think the artist's purpose is and the meaning of the artwork. This particular work of art, being that it's a self-portrait, is particularly a little bit more easily developed. The interpretation is a little bit more easily developed because the subject matter is a self-portrait, right? However, you do have some other things to be considerate of. So for example, a self-portrait oftentimes has the profile sitting directly on and looking at you, or the audience, so to speak, face to face. If you notice in this self-portrait, he's looking off to the upper left, I believe, or I'm sorry, my left, so it would be his right. So that is something that you could talk about as far as the interpretation. Also, he's not smiling. There's lack of facial expression here. What does that mean? How does that incorporate itself into an interpretation? So using that information, come up with an interpretation of this artist's purpose and meaning. And also look at how the artwork is developed. It is not a photorealistic work of art. If you look at the work of art, it is developed in a little bit of a different way. And that's also evident in the background information that I provided to you in slide number 2. In slide number 7 is the resource for judgment. This is where you are going to discuss your opinion. So up until this point, you haven't discussed your opinion. Here's where you're going to insert your whether you like this or you don't like this. I can't accept just I like or I dislike it. I have to have a reason, and you have to ground that reason in the information that you've developed in slides, in parts 1 through 3. So the description, analyzation, and interpretation. That's how you're going to come up with your judgment, and you have to tell me why. It can't just simply be a blanketed opinion. You have to ground yourself in that. Slide number 8 is an example of what a finished visual literacy would look like. So again, this is the same one from the pattern PowerPoint by Frida Kahlo. If you would copy and paste this image into a document. That way you can enlarge it and you can actually see what it is that is on this document, because it's a little bit hard to see here. And then in slides 9 through 12 are going to be you actually writing into those slides in direct relation to Chuck Close's self-portrait. So you will see that all of slides 9 through 12 have the self-portrait embedded within them, and you are going to describe in slide 9, analyze in slide 10, interpret in slide 11, and judge in slide 12. Once you're completed with all of those slides, you will have this saved to your Google Drive, because again, this is your own copy. You're going to go back to Classroom. You are going to go to class number 5, and you are going to upload or turn in, and there's an option that will have a drop-down menu for you to upload this assignment so that you can get credit for it. Again, if you just turn in without uploading the assignment or attaching the assignment, I can't give you credit for it. And if you turn this assignment in without actually typing into it, then you also will not get credit for this assignment. So please don't forget that. The last thing that I want to let you know is this is Friday. This is class number 5 and Friday. This is the last assignment for the week. Your assignments that were given to you Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and today are all due on Monday. I highly encourage you not to wait till the last minute. I highly encourage you to submit them each day or submit them, every couple of days at the very least. So do the work over the weekend if you didn't catch yourself up. But this is an awful lot of work to be doing at the very last second. So please don't wait till the last second. You will have Monday at midnight to submit all 5 of these assignments. But again, please don't wait till the last moment. Monday, you will have a new assignment that will be due for the following Monday. You'll actually have 4 assignments next week. So that's just what's coming down the pipeline. I hope you all have a great, great weekend. I hope you enjoy the great weather that we have. And then also, I look forward to working with you on Monday. If you have any comments or questions or concerns that you run into, please, please, please don't hesitate to reach out. And I will be able to help you in any way that I can. Okay? Have a great weekend.